Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Share this video out to the world, and I thank you very much for your support. After last week's crazy episode of Dragon Ball Super, which, it wasn't perfect, it was a bit inconsistent, but it was badass. We can all agree that it was pretty damn badass with Goku exploding on Hit. Will they be able to top it this week? Well, here is my review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 40, which is in the books right now, entitled Sui ni Kekachu Shosha wa Birisu Sore Tomo Shampa, which translates to The Conclusion at Last. Who will prevail, Beerus or Shampa? And the fight between Goku and Hit will continue. And guys, if last week's episode was the most exciting and badass one, this week's episode was one of the strangest and most bizarre and most eventful episodes that we have had in Dragon Ball Super. This is going to be absolutely nuts, okay? There's so much stuff that happened. Okay, so let me first start recapping the episode, and I'll tell you as we go along, all right? So the episode begins where we left off last week. Goku doing the Kamehameha, and then diving in for a punch. There's a huge explosion. Everybody's grabbing something. And even Monaka is reacting. Like, he reacts to the big explosion. Dude, guys, so much shit happened this episode. It just ended right now, and I'm losing my shit. So anyways, everything's shaking. Whis and Vados quickly close the barrier to retain order so people don't get hurt. Goku still in his Kaioken, fired up. Both guys are okay. Hit gets up too. Hit says that his time skip technique has improved even more now, enabling him to dodge the Kamehameha and Goku's flying fist attack. Meanwhile, Goku starts to hold his left arm, like favoring the arm. Maybe he's injured. This would play in later on. So Goku smiles, and so does Hit, which I loved. Hit is, of course, just like them. The Kais, of course, react to the fact that Hit is, he likes to fight. So Goku and Hit touch gloves, which is awesome, and Hit starts doing these wacky motions with his hands into a fighting stance. Goku also goes into a fighting stance. Shampa starts getting angry for Hit because he's treating this like a game. Shampa wants Hit to win as cheaply and as quickly as possible, but Hit doesn't want to do it. He has integrity. He wants to win a fair fight. So both of them start powering up even more. The entire planet shakes. Vados is concerned that they're putting out so much power that they might actually break the barrier. So suddenly they attack each other, and Hit starts lighting Goku up with shots. Bam, 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 to the body. Big right hand to the gut. Goku is rocked, and he goes down. Huge right hand to the gut, right? But then as he's going down, he powers right back up, delivers a big right hand to his face. Hit flies back into the Shampa painting. Shampa's not happy about it, but Beerus is. Hit looks stunned at Goku's big punch. But once he hits the big punch, Goku has his fist cocked out, but then all of a sudden he falls down in pain, starts breathing hard. Hit's also breathing hard. So the fight's starting to take its toll on these guys. Big time. Goku gets up slowly, and Hit does too. And there starts to be like these red lightning bolts around Goku's body. Goku then turns to Beerus and demands the rules be changed. And what happens is the characters kind of discuss what's going on, and I guess the idea is that Hit is not going all out because he does not want to kill Goku and get disqualified, thus costing Shampa the fight. So the only way that we see Hit's full power is if they change the rules and allow killing. Goku actually wants all the rules gone so that Hit can use his full power death moves. Shampa is very happy about this, claiming, sportsmanship. Beerus, however, is not happy about it, despite being a god of destruction. He doesn't want there to be killing because he thinks it might be cheap, and Goku's already tiring out. Goku is, meanwhile, staying in his Kaioken form the entire time, which demonstrates a new kind of control over his aura glowing, but you can tell that he's getting weaker and weaker. So Beerus and Shampa start to fight with each other. Now, here is where the episode legitimately, none of us could have predicted this, even though I'm sure some of you guys didn't. As I always say, if you predicted this right, you are a great prognosticator. I actually made a joke about this actually happening, and I guess I was right too. So, Beerus and Shampa start to choke each other, right? Hit says, we're just pawns in this, right? Goku's like, Yeah, we are. For now. Goku steps out of the ring. That's right. Goku eliminates himself. Pretty much, I guess he got sick of Beerus and Champa's bullshit and just eliminated himself and was like, okay, I'm done fighting. This is dumb. Plus, Goku knew that Monaka was still to come. And what has been the whole thing? That Monaka has been hyped up over and over again by Beerus. And, over and over again he was hyped up as being this super strong guy. So Goku believes him. Goku doesn't know this guy might be a fraud. So once Goku steps out of the ring, Hit is declared the winner. That's right, folks. Hit has officially defeated Goku. Goku stepped out of the ring, no longer wanting to fight. Goku's muscles start to spasm and he passes out. Piccolo carries him to the back. Now, before people start saying, Goku threw the fight, this and that, Goku, from the way it was done, he was finished. The Kaioken took a huge toll on his body. There was not much left for him to do, and he probably realized there's no way that I can beat Hit because I'm getting really, really tired. So technically, Hit has victories over Goku and Vegeta. And then actually, there's a scene where Goku, Piccolo grabs Goku, he pretty much limps unconscious, but he's still awake, but he's just really tired. His muscles start to spasm. Piccolo takes him over to where the Universe 7 guys are, and Goku says, I'd better lay off the Kaioken for a while. So the Kaioken still drains your energy no matter what, still hurts your body. Monaka versus Hit is the final. Monaka is freaked out. He's scared to death. He jumps off the platform and hits his head on the ring. Goku is really excited to see Monaka fight. Beerus, however, is really pissed off. Beerus is not happy about this turn of events. He is not happy about this. Champa's like, fuck it, let's get this done. Champa rings the bell and they face off. This is literally like if you're a longtime wrestling fan, you'll remember the finger poke of doom. This is kind of reminiscent of that in a wacky kind of way. But also, it's like what Android 18 did. So pretty much what happens is here's what happens. Champa rings the bell. Monaka and Hit face off. Monaka lunges in, punches Hit in the knee and the quad, and nothing happens. He looks up at Hit. Hit looks down at him. Hit flies back, eliminating himself. Monaka is the winner and the champion. That's legitimately what happened. I am not making this up. This is not, if you haven't seen the episode yet, when you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Monaka is the winner and the champion. Hit clearly threw the fight. This is throwing the fight. He pretty much eliminated himself almost exactly like 18 did in the tournament way back in the Buu Saga when Mr. Satan punched him and he flew back. Or punched her and he flew back. Same thing here. Goku then thanks the Galactic King for telling him about the time skip, which Jocko's kind of freaked out about. Then Champa is very, very pissed. The Universe 7 people are all happy. Champa is not happy. Hit pretty much goes up to Champa and says, listen, I don't need this cube anymore. Take it home. Take me home. Champa powers up a key ball in his hand and he wants to kill Hit. And Hit actually looks scared. And Champa says something like, I don't care about Super Saiyans or time skips. I'm a god of destruction. He doesn't really say that, but that's what he's implying to say. Hit says, okay, well, I expected this. Champa's about to kill Hit. Goku wants to stop Champa. But Beerus says, do not interfere. He is from Universe 6. It's his universe, his rules. If he wants to kill Hit, it's entirely on him. Vados is like, Champa-sama. And he's powering up, and he's talking shit. Champa-sama, look. Beerus looks. Both of them freak out in the middle of the ring. I broke the story on this channel this morning. I got Julian to translate it very early this morning. If you are a subscriber of mine, you know that I had the news first, thanks to Julian and thanks to Amir. We see in the middle of the ring, Zeno and his two guards. If you saw the video I did this morning about Zeno, you know what I'm talking about. Zeno is the ruler of all 12 universes. The short guy. Right in the middle. He's a short guy with two guards. Beerus and Champa are legitimately scared. And with that, the episode ends. Next week, the Super Dragon Balls are gathered. And we see the Dragon God Zarama. A giant yellow lizard. In the next episode preview, you'll be able to see this when you watch the episode after the credits. I don't know how I feel about this, guys. My thoughts, okay? I thought it was incredibly shocking. I thought it was incredibly just a lot of shit happened, but I gotta be perfectly honest with you guys. I don't like the fact that Goku and Hit pretty much decided, I don't want to fight anymore. Goku's reasoning somewhat makes sense because he was blown up. I totally kind of understand that. Goku was tired. Hit, however, makes no sense because Hit was looking for that cube and wanted that cube and fought for that cube, but now he doesn't want the cube anymore. So maybe next week they're going to explain it. I'm not going to criticize the decision yet, but I will say that Hit forfeiting the fight and faking it, throwing the fight for Monaka, is very uncharacteristic of the Hit that we saw before. And also, I'm very curious to see if we're ever going to see Hit and Goku fight with, going all out. Because this can't possibly be the end of Hit. I want to know your thoughts down below if you saw the episode. If you did not see the episode, when you see it, definitely let me know your thoughts. And, of course, comment. It's shocking. It's shocking what happened this week. Like I said, I'm really not happy because I wanted to see Goku and Hit really go all out. But it looks like Goku his Kaioken would have eventually run out according to the way it was implied. And Hit just didn't want to fight anymore. Which, again, I'm not a big fan of this. I am not a big fan. But let me know your thoughts, of course. Subscribe to the channel. We break news here before anybody else does. Sometimes, if I don't get it, then my bad. We bring you great Dragon Ball content here on Geekdom 101 almost daily. Dragon Ball content, Star Wars, and movies. Thank you, as always, for supporting the channel. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I cannot wait for next week to see what the hell's going on. I'll catch you down the road.